Hi friends, in this video, so here we have to evaluate the double integration of this function xy in bracket x square by a square plus y square by b square dx dy over the first quadrant of your ellipse. So here let's say this is your ellipse. So here let's say this is your ellipse which intersect at x axis at here at a comma 0 and at y axis at intersect at 0 comma b. So we have to evaluate this integral over the region of first quadrant. So here this is your first quadrant. If they say above the x axis, we have to integrate over this. If they said over the integration, at that time you have to integrate over this whole region. So here, but they are saying over the first quadrant of your ellipse. So here my ellipse intersect at x axis at a comma 0 and at y axis with q coordinate 0 comma b. So here I will use the vertical strip method. So here vertical strip start at this point here on x axis and terminate here. My vertical strip start at x axis and terminate on this here on this circumference of my ellipse. So here on this circumference of my ellipse at this point. So here the value at this point. So here the one terminal of my strip, let's say this is my strip CD, one terminal of my strip fix along at x axis, but here other terminal of my strip terminate at this point, one time terminate at this point, corresponding to this strip terminate at this point, and corresponding to this strip terminate at this point. So here I want to find the general value of y. So here the equation of the ellipse is x square by a square plus y square by b square which is equal to 1. So here I want to find y square by b square which is equal to 1 minus x square by a square. So here y square equal to, so b square in bracket 1 minus x square by a square, therefore y equal to plus minus under root here. This is b, here under root 1 minus x square by a square, we are in the first quadrant, therefore b times under root 1 minus x square by a square. This is the value of my y. So here the general value of y is y equal to b times under root 1 minus x square by a square. Therefore the limits of y start from 0 to this and limits of x start from x equal to 0 to x equal to a. So here these are the limits of x and limits of y. Here with the help of graph, here they are saying the first quadrant of xy plane. So my region of my integration is OPQ. The first quadrant of my ellipse in the here in the first quadrant of my, here this is the region of my ellipse in the first quadrant of my xy plane. So here this is my region and this is the point of intersection, origin 0 0 and at p a comma 0 and at q 0 comma b. So here while writing the answer, first I will write here, I am starting the answer. Here first we have to write the region of my integration is the first quadrant of the ellipse. The region of my integration is the region of integration. The region of my integration is first quadrant of the ellipse. So here first quadrant of the ellipse in xy plane. So here region of my integration is OPQ. So here OPQ in first, here the part of the ellipse. So the region of my integration is part of ellipse x square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1 in first quadrant of xy plane. So the first quadrant of my xy plane. So here second thing we have to, so second thing decide, so either draw a vertical strip or horizontal strip. So here that decide the order of your integration. So here draw a vertical strip CD which is parallel to y axis, start from x axis and terminate on ellipse x square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1. Now So here third point we have to tell about the limits. So here limits of x. Here I will move this strip from 0 to p. So here limits of x and limits of y. Limits of x, limit of y. So here limits of x start from here. Limits of x along the x-axis 0 to a. Therefore limits of x start from x equal to 0 to x equal to a, and limits of y here along the x-axis. Here my strip start at x-axis, y equal to 0 to terminate at this point. So here y equal to 0 to y equal to here b times under root 1 minus x square by a square. So this is the limits of x and this is the limits of y. Therefore the integral I equal to, so here function x y x square by a square plus y square by b square. So dx dy. So here dx dy. Now tell me the limits of x here. So here I am using the vertical strip which is parallel to y axis. Here I am using the vertical strip here, of course. Here this is n by 2. So here n by 2. So here I am using the vertical strip which is parallel to y axis. Therefore this is dy. So here I am using the vertical strip which is parallel to y axis. So first I will integrate with respect to dy and then dx. So here if I am integrating first with respect to dy, put the limits of y. So here y equal to 0 to y equal to b here under root 1 minus x square by a square, and limits of x 0, x equal to 0 to a. So this is dy dx. Now here in the same way, here I want to use the formula integration of f of x to the power n into f dash of x dx, which is equal to f of x to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. So here this is the formula. Now here I want to rearrange these things in terms of this. So here first I want to integrate with respect to dy and then dx. So here this x is the constant. So here which is equal to 0 to a. So here I will write this x here, and here I will rearrange y equal to, so here 0 to b in bracket. So b in 1 minus x square by a square. This is here I will write this as x square by a square plus y square by b square. Now here this is my f of x. So this is n by 2. So this is my f of y to the power n into f dash of y. Derivative of this x square by y square, x square by a square plus y square by b square is 2y by b square. So this is the derivative, but here I have only y. So here I want to arrange, here the derivative is 2y by b square, but I have only here single y. So here I want to multiply. So here 2, here I want to multiply this 2. I want here 2b. So here 2y by b square, but here I have single y. So here for that purpose I want to multiply this b square by 2. So here I want this 2y by b square I want, but here I have only single y. So here I will multiply, here multiply 2 and divide 2, multiply b square and divide b square. So here this is 2y by b square, here this is b square by 2. To rearrange the things, here I am multiplying b square and dividing by 2. So here 2 gets cancelled, b square gets cancelled, you will get only y. So here this is the same. Here I will write this is dy and then dx. Now here this is b square by 2 is the constant. So here I will try here, let's say first for understanding purpose I will put this same thing as here. So here which is equal to, here I will write this b square by 2 outside. Now this is 0 to a, this is my x. Now f of x, f of y to the power n into f dash of y dy. So here I will take b square by 2 here common, here not common, so outside the integration. So here f of x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1, f of y to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1. So here I will write this as here x square by a square plus y square by b square to the power n by 2 plus 1 divided by n by 2 plus 1. So here this is the things. So here f of y into f dash of y dy. So here in place of this here I am writing, and this is 0 to, so here b under square root 1 minus x square by a square. Now whole with respect to dx. dy is over with this. So here I will draw one just for understanding purpose. Now here which is equal to, so here b square by 2, here 0 to a. Now so here one more time here I will write the same thing. So here x square by a square plus y square by b square. Here this is I will write as n plus 2 by 2. Here I will write the same thing, n plus 2 by 2. So here numerator denominator of denominator becomes numerator. So here this is here 0 to under root b. Here limits are here, these are the limits. So here 0 to b under root 1 minus x square by a square. This is dx. Now which is equal to, so here denominator of denominator becomes numerator, and this numerator and this 2 gets cancelled. So here I will take this n by 2 common. So here not common outside the integration because this is the constant. So here this is b square, which is equal to b square by n plus 2. Now here this is, so here of course this is x, here this x as it is. So here integration 0 to a, so this is x. Now upper limit minus lower limit. So here upper limit minus lower limit. So here upper limit, here first I will write. So here this is x square by a square, x square by a square plus here the value of y. So put the value of y is this here. So this is b square, here 1 minus x square by a square divided by this is b square. So here divided by this is b square. This is here to the power, this to the power n by 2 by 2, to the power n by 2 by 2 minus lower limit. So here minus lower limit, here I will take big bracket. So here this is minus. Now tell me lower limit. So here x square by a square. Now the value of y is 0. So here 0 square, so nothing but 0 to the power n by 2 by 2 and whole bracket dx. Now which is equal to, so here b square by n plus 2. So here 0 to a, so this x as it is. Now this b square gets cancelled with this b square. Therefore here x square by a square, here this is 1, here this is plus 1 minus x square by a square to the power n by 2 divided by 2 minus, so here this is x square by a square. So here x square to the power n plus 2 by 2 divided by a square to the power n plus 2 divided by 2. This is dx. Now this is plus x square by a square gets cancelled with minus a square by x square, which is equal to b square by n plus 2, 0 to a, this is x. Now here 1 to the power this, no need to write. So here this is simply 1 minus, so here this 2 gets cancelled. So here x to the power n plus 2 divided by, so here this 2 gets cancelled with this, a to the power n plus 2, this is dx. Now I want to multiply this x to throw out this here. This is b square by n plus 2, this is 0 to a, here this is x minus x to the power, here n plus 2 x to the power 1, this is x to the power n plus 3 divided by a to the power n plus 2, this is dx. Now here which is equal to b square by n plus 2. Now integration of x with respect to x. So this is x square by 2 minus x to the power n plus 4 divided by n plus 4 into a to the power n plus 2. Here x to the power n plus 4 by n plus 4 into a to the power n plus 2 as it is. So here limits are 0 to a. Now which is equal to, so here b square by n plus 2. So here this is a square by 2 minus. So here I want to put here upper limit a to the power n plus 4 by n plus 4. This is a to the power n plus 2 minus. So here lower limit 0 0, no need to write. So here which is equal to, now tell me, so here this is b square by n plus 2. This is b square by n plus 2. So here this is a square by 2. Here minus a to the power n plus 4 and a to the power n plus 2. This is a to the power. So here I will take a to the power n, gets cancelled with this. A to the power 4 minus a to the power 2, this cancel with this. So here this is simply a to the a square by, so this is n plus 4. So this is equal to a square by n plus 4. So here which is equal to, now here which is equal to b square by n plus 2, b square by n plus 2 times. So here just cross multiply. Here I will take a square common. So here at this, here I will take a square common, and here n plus 4 minus 2 divided by 2 times n plus 4. So here which is equal to, so here I will take a square common. So here this is equal to, here a square b square. So here a square b square by n plus 2. Now here n plus 4 minus 2. This becomes n plus 2 divided by, so here 2 in bracket n plus 4. So this 2 gets cancelled. So here, so which is equal to, so here a square b square divided by, so here this is 2 times n plus 4. This is your answer. So here a square by b square divided by 2 times n plus 4. This is the answer. So here this is the evaluate the double integration. So that is accumulation of your function over the first quadrant of my ellipse. X square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1. So here you will get the answer a square by b square divided by 2 times n plus 4. So here in this way you can solve. Here I am using the vertical strip. That's why here first integrate with respect to dy and then dx. So here limits integrate with respect to y. Limits of y 0 to b times under root 1 minus x square by a square. So here after that use that formula, you will get the answer a square by b square times a square by b square divided by 2 times n plus 4. So here this is the way. So thank you.